How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Record Roll Vinyl. My name's Tony, and this is the last episode in our first series of 6 boxes, 6 of 6. I purchased a 700 record collection recently, in case you haven't watched the other videos. This is going to be box 6 of 6 of the first 400 or so records that were sent to me. The other 300 are going to be coming later on this month. So video number 6. Box 6 of 6, and here we go. Let's see what's in this box. All right, so we finally have some more salsa music. So I'm a big fan of salsa music. I like everything that's a Fania label. So Willie Colon, Hector Lavoe, Ruben Blades, Celia Cruz, that type of stuff. Very big fan of salsa music. So this is Siempre Salsa, 3 por el precio de 2, that means it's a 3 LP. Yep, so we'll take a look later. Siempre Salsa. I have a big salsa collection. I'm not going to pretend I know everything about salsa, but I love the music and I'm learning as I go. But one of the things I really do like is like the artwork on the salsa records. Pretty cool. This is Derrumbe de Salsa, and this is from one of the other top labels, which is Top Hits. So it's usually Fania and Top Hits are the 2 top labels. Roberto Torres y su Charanga Vallenata. Charanga is, I believe it's a name for like his band. SAR is another big label, SAR, S-A-R. So it's SAR, Top Hits, Fania, and there's some other ones, but those are mainly the main ones. El Gran Combo. El Gran Combo, these guys are big. I get a lot of the records. There's some signatures back here. Are they authentic? I have zero clue, but I'll check it out. This might be an autographed copy, which would be awesome if it is. El Gran Combo, Unity. Grupo Nietzsche, Tapando el Hueco. See, this is that same brand, SAR. All Stars, recorded live. Club 80s, Club 80s. SAR All Stars. They did a lot of this with the All Stars. Fania had their All Stars as well. They'd get together, do concerts, all the big stars from that label. So it's pretty common back in the day. Conjunto Yumuri, Café 3 Kilos. Some of these, again, I'm new to some of these groups, but I'll definitely take a listen. This is the type of music that puts you in a good mood, just makes you want to dance. Henry Fiol, Corazon. Forgive me if I am sweating and you can see it, but it is hot here in California. Son Primero. El Flaco de Plata presenta, El Lobo de Plata presenta el Flaco de Oro. That means the Gray Wolf presents it translates to skinny, skinny gold. So this is a nickname. Flaco is like skinny. And this is that Fania label I was talking to you guys about. If you guys are new to salsa, anything Fania is going to be pretty much really good. Papaito, Roberto Torres presenta a su amigo. SAR label again. Cortijo y su combo con Ismael Rivera. Los hits gordos de la salsa. Super Album de la Salsa. This is another compilation. Looks like it's at least a 2 LP, if not a 3. I think it's 2 LP. This one's cool. Willie Colon and Ruben Blades. The Last Round. Willie Colon, I believe he was a trumpet player. He was a major figure in the Fania label. He did a lot of work with Hector Lavoe, with Ruben Blades. They did a lot of compilation albums where they would play with another one of the label All Stars, and they would make it was like collaborations. And Willie Colon and Ruben Blades made a few of those. There was one where Willie Colon and Ruben Blades are in a boxing ring, and Willie Colon is lifting Ruben Blades' hand up, and I believe that one's called that might be called The First Round. I'm not too sure, but that one's another big record that they made. This one's called The Last Round, or The Last Fight. So this is possibly the follow-up to that first album. On the back, músicos, you see all the names here. Rubén Blades and a bunch of other people. Oscar de León y su salsa mayor. Oscar de León is a big name in the salsa world as well. We got some more El Gran Combo, nuestro anniversary record. Grupo Nietzsche, directo desde Nueva York. Hopefully these are visible. I know there's a little bit of shade here where we're at. Fellow Barrio, charanga sensual, rompiendo cólera. Tommy Olivencia y su orquesta. Ayer, hoy, mañana y siempre. Again, the Star All Stars. This is a duplicate from earlier. El Gran Combo, nuestra música. El Gran Combo 7. If you guys are familiar with the Chicago album sleeves, this very much reminds me of a Chicago album sleeve. Charanga de la Cuatro. Charanga, and then you got the number 4 right here, de la Cuatro. Charanga America. This one's called Siempre con Sabor. And again, charanga's like band. Ros Mambos, Edmundo Rosa and his orchestra. Papaito rinde homenaje a Abelardo Barroso. Sarabanda, I like this cover. Típica 73, Rumba Caliente. Santiago Cerón, bien cool. Really cool. Santiago Cerón, el fenómeno. Director musical, Johnny Pacheco. Johnny Pacheco, you'll see him in a lot of salsa albums as well. Como nunca, Pacho Galán. La música y yo, Juan Piña. His last name is Piña, so he's got the pineapple there to represent his last name. El Gran Combo, por el libro. Here goes Willy Colón again, Criollo. El Hijo del Pueblo, Marvin Santiago. Willy Colón, his collaborations, he had a lot of really cool covers. This was more simple, but when he did collaborations with Echo Lavoe and Rubén Blades, he did a lot of cool artwork. Some of them, there was one called La Gran Fuga, The Big Break. It's his picture, like in a mugshot. It looked like an FBI poster, wanted poster. It's pretty cool. They do a lot of things that way. Marvin Santiago, bregando con lo mejor. Grupo Nietzsche, Historia Musical. This is a 2LP. Roberto Torres, Elegantemente Criollo. Same record again, different label. This one, when I originally got this, the video sent to me with a few of the highlights of these records when I purchased them, this one was the one that caught my eye, and I actually hadn't found it in other boxes, so I was beginning to think that maybe I got gypped, but it wasn't that. Now I know why it's in this box now. Los Beatles. Yeah. So this is A Hard Day's Night soundtrack, Argentinian press. So it's in Spanish. If you see on the back, Canciones de la película, yeah, Paul, John, George, Ringo. A Hard Day's Night, Anochecer de un día agitado. Los auténticos Beatles. It's all in Spanish, Argentinian press. Looks really good. It's a little just dusty. Just gotta clean it off. Awesome. This was probably the record I was the most excited about. This is probably the record I was most excited about when I first purchased this lot, because I hadn't seen it before. I'd never seen it. I'm gonna put this aside, and when I find another record that I think might be the better one of this lot, and we'll do a little pose for our cover shot. Here's the Gran Combo Unity again. This is the one that on the previous copy looks like it was autographed. So here it is again, duplicate. El Gran Combo Innovations. Interesting thing is, all these records came from the East Coast, where salsa is a lot more popular and prevalent over there. Here in the West Coast, you don't find this all that often. You do see them, but not as commonly. These look like maybe over there in the East Coast, they might be in every record shop. Over here, you'll find maybe a little bunch here and there of the most popular stuff, and other than that, you'd have to buy them on eBay or Discogs. Celia Cruz and Johnny Pacheco de nuevo. There's Johnny Pacheco again. Again, you'll see him everywhere. And Celia Cruz, she's an icon when it comes to salsa and Cuban music. She is an absolute icon. Grupo Nietzsche, Se Pasó. A lot of these are Colombian pressings. I believe this is a Colombian group. This one's not. This one's a New York pressing, but a few of those are actual Colombian pressings. El Gran Combo again. Again, this was a very popular salsa band. Colón Miranda, so that's Willie Colón again. Again, he did a lot of collaborations with a lot of musicians. And there's the Fania label again. And all the Fania label, see if I'm not mistaken here. This is a unmistakable label. This one has a couple little things on it. One actual pretty good little scratch on it, so we'll have to test that, see how it sounds. But if you look at the label, that's the unmistakable Fania label right there. Let's go ahead and put this back. La Solución. 30 años de rumba, Celia Cruz. Los Mangual, Una Dinastía. Super Salsa, it goes your ketchup bottle, signifying your salsa bottle. Adalberto Santiago. Bailoteca, Volume 6. The best of, lo mejor de Justo Betancourt. And remember when I talked about the All-Stars? Here's the Fania All-Stars. Lo que pida la gente, what the people want. And this has iconic salsa singers such as Celia Cruz, Johnny Pacheco, Roberto Roena, Papo Luca, Héctor Lavoe. Héctor Lavoe is, if you've ever seen the Mark Anthony movie, God, why did I lose the name? I forgot the name of the movie, but Mark Anthony portrays Héctor Lavoe. Héctor Lavoe was considered the voice of salsa music for the longest time. He was the main guy. He had the best voice. Lavoe is actually his stage name, which means the voice in French. He has a different last name. And Héctor Lavoe was just an absolute. When he came out, he was a prodigy. He was a one of a kind, and he lived a fast life. He did a lot of drugs. He, along the line, contracted AIDS, I believe, and he ended up passing away at a very young age. Sadly, a shell of himself, pretty much alone. If you look at the YouTube, you can find some documentaries on it. It's pretty sad, but at the time, he was a man. Here's Héctor Lavoe, and it says Recordando a Felipe Pirela. I'll put that one aside. I think that's going to be our cover shot. Charanga de la Cuatro. From Tito Rodriguez with Love. I may have to blur this one out for YouTube, just because, but Felipe Ramos, La Casino. I'm going to say it again in case I'm not able to show this, so I'll do it this way. Felipe Ramos, La Casino. And this is artwork, but again, I'm not trying to get a deemed on YouTube. La Cali Charanga. I'm assuming they're talking about Cali, Colombia. Historia musical de El Gran Combo de Puerto Rico. 20 años de éxitos, 20 years of hits. Capullo and Surullo, Johnny Ventura, and a big name, and also when it comes to salsa music. Salsa Tropical con Marco Antonio Muñiz. Marco Antonio Muñiz is a Mexican artist. He had a very big following in Puerto Rico, where eventually I believe he lived a few years. He was very popular over there, and he even made a tropical album. To me, he's not your typical tropical artist. He's more of a Mexican bolero singer, but again, I think artists that sometimes whatever's hot, they try their hand at. Vaya Tigre, un cabillazo de salsa. And this looks like it has a compilation, so you got Celia Cruz and Willie Colon, Hector Lavoe and Willie Colon, Rubén Blades con Willie Colon. If you notice, Willie Colon is a very common name that keeps popping up. This song here is called El Día de Suerte, or El Día de Mi Suerte, is probably my favorite salsa song of all time. It's a Willie Colon and Hector Lavoe. Listen to that song, El Día de Mi Suerte. It is talking about my day will come. You know, he's had a lot of rough luck. My day of luck will come. It's an awesome song. Toda la Verdad, Pupi Ligarreta y su charanga. Fania All Stars, Viva la Charanga. Again, Fania All Stars compilation. And you got Johnny Pacheco, Rey Barreto. Rey Barreto is awesome too. He's a conga. He is amazing. You got a lot of Johnny Pacheco, Hector Lavoe, so all the big wigs here. All right, we got a few more. This was a Salsa Box. Should have probably done this one in Spanish, but hey, I had already done the other 5 videos in English, so we'll finish it off in English. Tu Salsa compilation. These were very common back in the day in the Hispanic market, where they did compilations. They had a beautiful model on the page, very skimpily dressed, scantily clad, but these were very common. Lu Perez, de todo un poco, a little bit of everything. I love this cover. It looks awesome. The artwork just looks elegant. They got the record player down here, the woman in the elegant night dress. Awesome. Maelo, el señor mayor. Maelo Rivera. Casanova. Fania label. Anything Fania that I come across, I pretty much try to collect. Their music's just awesome, all around. Celia Cruz con la Sonora Matancera. So again, Celia Cruz, the queen. La Sonora Matancera was a backing band that played pretty much with everybody. And I say a backing band, I should have said that. They were their own band, they put out their own records, but they basically did albums with all the big wigs too, backing them because they were top notch. Nobel with a touch of brass. Charanga de la Cuatro again. Tommy Olivencia y su orquesta again, so that's a duplicate. Mighty Dawn Discoterapia, or Mighty Dow. All right, just a few more, guys. Here we go. It's hot out here. El Gran Combo de Puerto Rico y su pueblo, live in Puerto Rico, probably. I'm assuming. El Gran Combo, Happy Days. Rubén Blades y Son de Solar. Again, Rubén Blades, one of my favorite salsa singers. His song Pedro Navajas, which is one of the most popular salsa songs that in existence, is a playoff of Mac the Knife, the Bobby Darin song. And I think it wasn't even a Bobby Darin song, but I believe he sang it. Mac the Knife becomes Pedro Navajas. You know, that story basically translated in Spanish, awesome. This was a compilation where all these artists interpret Rubén Blades we were just talking about. So it's like an homage to him. He's still alive, but you know, paying the respects to him as an artist. El Gran Combo de Puerto Rico. This is cool, and this is actually sealed. Orquesta de la Luz, and this is called Salsa Caliente del Japón, hot salsa from Japan. And this is sealed, so it hasn't even been opened. Pretty cool. Charanga Casino. Start a new pile over here because that one's getting high. Roberto Torres, Tropicalísimo. A mí sí me gusta así. Oscar de León. Another Rubén Blades, Mucho Mejor. Cheo Feliciano, 25 años. De Sentimiento. Roberto Torres y Charanga Vallenata. Pupi y su Charanga. And this one seems a little more run-of-the-mill, almost like $1. This reminds me of the English dollar bin records. Fiesta Navideña en Quisqueya. So the Christmas album, to finish it off. So, This is probably one of my favorite boxes only because I am really big on salsa music right now. I don't know, a quick little recap. Out of all the 6 boxes, there was some cool stuff. We got a lot of salsa, which again, I love salsa music, and that's probably what I'm into the most right now. So that was the main reason I purchased this collection. But also because I saw those classic rocks, some of the Beatles, Led Zeppelins, Van Halen. There was a mixed bag of everything. These 2 here are probably the best from this box. And again, I'm holding this up for our cover shot, but this record alone is probably the one I'm most excited about in the entire collection. I had never seen this record. I have a lot of Beatles stuff, nothing too collectible. I would say more, you know, the normal Beatles records, nothing too rare when it comes to pressings. But this is cool because I had never seen this one before. So right here, probably my favorite one out of the entire box. All right, guys, so that was 6 boxes with about 400 records. Still have about 4 boxes to go, but those are more of this, maybe Spanish bolero, Cuban. Not even too much of the salsa anymore. This was pretty much the majority of salsa. I'm happy. I paid probably like on an average about $2 a record for this lot. Again, there's still 400 more to come. $2 a record for everything that you've seen. Yes, it added up a little bit when you take into account how many records there were, but I think it was a good deal. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my favorites, and a lot of the other stuff that it's probably more run-of-the-mill or I have duplicates. Me and my buddies have yard sales where we put out our little DJ turntables, and we have almost like a party during our yard sale. We sit out there, we have a couple cold ones, we play music, people come and they dig, and we pretty much sell everything at $3 a pop. And again, some of this more rare stuff I will be keeping, and stuff that's more like the $5, $6, $7 records, usually put them out $3 a pop, get my money back on that stuff, and I feel like it's fair. So cool, that's about it, guys. 6 of 6 so far. I'm actually kind of happy that these 6 boxes are done. I want to move on to some videos of some other stuff. I have some unboxings, music that I purchased on my own, not just kind of random stuff that was sent to me, and talk about that. Again, guys, if you like these videos, like and subscribe, leave some comments. A buddy of mine told me, like, hey, you know, we're just starting, so we have what, like 12 subscribers, and I'm not doing this for money or thinking that this is gonna, I don't care about that stuff, but it's cool. I like the vinyl community. I watch these type of videos with other people that make them. One of my favorites is Robert Fitton. He's a super cool guy, and his videos are hilarious. I'm not trying to be funny because I'm not a comedian. That guy is funny. He's just naturally funny. And he was actually in the entertainment industry. He worked for a radio station. I recommend that channel to anybody, Robert Fitton Vinyl. There's a couple other guys in the Spanish vinyl community. I believe Mike Records. He's from Argentina. He does some cool videos. There's another guy that I watch in Spanish called Rescatando Vinilos. He's from Tamaulipas, Mexico. He runs a toy museum. People bring him records, and then he'll go through the lots. He'll just buy them in bulk, and he'll look at them, and if they're scratched, beat up, he puts them aside. Cool stuff, he keeps them for his museum, like a lot of cartoon stuff or old historic Spanish stuff. He'll keep them for his toy museum, and everything else I think he just flips like in the open market over there. But it's cool just to watch what random stuff comes through his door. So again, I like these videos. If you guys enjoy them, just follow us. I'm gonna try to put out like 2 or 3 a week, as long as I have enough content. I don't want to put out stuff just to put out videos. And Instagram, record_roll_vinyl. My name's Tony. Hopefully my buddy Oscar and Eder, who are, you know, my other friends that we started this channel with and our Instagram with, they'll join in and make a couple videos, or maybe we can make one together. But again, thank you all. See you guys later. Peace out.